Om Vasudevasutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagatgurum. So we were discussing on this 45th shloka of the second chapter, and this concept which we are discussing in the last two shlokas are very pertaining to our personal spiritual life. Many times people ask this question to others and also to themselves. Is there any methodology prescribed in the scriptures to realize the truth? To realize that I am soul, I am Atman, I am not the body, which Vedanta not only claims but proclaims that this is the truth. Many times it is necessary for the spiritual seekers to revisit the truth which we read, whatever scriptural instructions which we read, to revisit it, to think it afresh, to think it from totally a new dimension. In a way, to think altogether from a different perspective. You read Bhagavad Gita, in one way you read, with all your other readings which you have done till now, or you have heard till now. You're being Indian by race, you're being Hindu by birth, so you are already aware about few things which you have heard from your parents or from your society, from your practices in the temples, whichever way. It is very interesting to see the same scriptural statements from altogether a different way. Think that you are neither Indian nor Hindu. You do not know ABCD of Hinduism. And you are reading this sloka. How you take it, which way you take it, then you will find it is not that you have to think how a non-Hindu thinks, but a beginner in spiritual life, how he or she will think. Many times what happens, this is a very common human error. Scriptures doesn't do this error, we do this error. How? The words which you hear now and then, the sentences which you hear now and then, use now and then, slowly those great sentences loses the importance for you. And everybody is victim of that. As I was telling, Ramayana and Mahabharata, as soon as you are told the word Mahabharata, what comes in your mind? A war between cousin brothers. Is it the essence of Mahabharata? No. So it is good to take a fresh and new look towards the scriptures. Those who are studying Vedanta or Hindu religion, you will find Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya, Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. That how Vedanta in a different way was studied, practiced. in different parts of India. Shankaracharya was born in Kerala, who wrote and revived and gave a new life to Vedanta. But Vedanta is not that much practiced there. Vedanta is practiced more where the seekers of truths are. It doesn't matter whether the commentator was born somewhere. In a western part of India, Vedanta was discussed more. I do not know if you are aware about, in Punjab, a great saint was born called Nischal Das. And he has written a big book called Vichar Sagar, the ocean of thoughts. Just like Ramcharitmanas is in a poetical form, in a very colloquial Hindi, in the same way in the colloquial Hindi cum Punjabi, he has written the truths of Vedanta in a very, very simple language. Sri Ramakrishna's Guru Totapuri came from that Punjab. So few things, few words, few sentences became very common. Oh, Jagat Tin Kal mein nahi hai. The word is not there. Word doesn't exist in past, present or future. What happened slowly? That we lost the significance of the word. What do we mean by Jagat? What do we mean by Satya? What is the meaning of Mithya? And what is Brahman? God is truth, word is unreal. If you don't have a scriptural, logical way of thinking, scripture says a logic. With that logic you think, the word is unreal. Every now and then you will hear, word is unreal. Which word is unreal? The world which I see is unreal. If it is unreal, that means it is not existing, then why do I see it? That means meaning is not that straightforward. What is truth? One truth is that when what we speak, he speaks truth, he doesn't speak truth. That is one truth. I was inside my room for days. You came from outside and told, oh Swamiji, it is raining outside. Then it's a lie. It is not a truth. Because it is not raining now. This is one truth. To speak something which is there is truth. To give wrong information to people, it is untruth. That is meaning of truth in our life, day-to-day life. What is the meaning of truth? Truth is that which doesn't change. So past, present and future which doesn't change. This chair was here yesterday also, today also, tomorrow also it will be. Do you mean this is truth? A beautiful definition of truth is given in our scripture, Trikala Abadhita Satya. Truth is that Abadhita, which cannot be negated, cannot be disproved in any of these three states of your existence. That is, a waking state, the dream state and the deep sleep state. If it is there, it is there. This world which you see around doesn't exist in your dream state. Again, the world which exists in your dream doesn't exist now. And when you go to deep sleep, neither this world is existing nor your dream world exists. Is there anything which exists in all the three continuous? What exists is the truth. And that is only one thing existent, that is yourself. You see this world, you are in this world, you are able to see this world. Memory of this world comes in your dream. Dream is nothing but your imagination. You create a new world. Psychology has a different perspective of dream. Philosophy has another perspective of dream. What you dream, whatever dream you see in your sleep, next day morning when you remember, oh, I saw this dream. What you see? Something like this word only, maybe a different combinations. Elephant becomes size of a dog, dog becomes size of an elephant. Distance doesn't matter. In few minutes you would travel somewhere to another. Every day dream changes. That's why it is a dream, it is not real. Because every day it changes. Do you have any dream part 1, part 2? Today I saw one dream part 1, tomorrow I see part 2. No. Dream doesn't have part 1, part 2 because every day there is a new dream. Because it is your creation. There is a famous joke. A person see always new dreams and he is tired of seeing dreams. So he went to the doctor and said, Doctor, I see very very strange dreams every day. In the last few days I am seeing a dream that the monkeys are playing football. It doesn't mean anything. I want to be free from that. The doctor said, don't worry. I give you some medicine, it will send you to deep sleep, no dream. Take tonight this tablet so you can sleep without any monkeys playing football. But we are so much attached to that. So the person says to the doctor, Doctor, instead of tonight, can I take this night? Okay, take tomorrow night. But why? No, today night they have their final dream. We created the dream and we are bound by that. All of us are born in this world. Either you are born as a boy or you are born as a girl. And a very small percentage of people, they are born as a third gender. Nowadays they are recognized and we should recognize them because they are also like us only. But either we are man or a woman, or a boy or a girl. Does God create a fourth type of individual? Generally we say this too. Third gender has also understand themselves either boy or a girl in one way or other. So either there is a boy or a girl. Then we started imagining. As soon as you are born, two people are there who calls my son, my daughter. Neither son is born nor a daughter is born, either boy born or girl born. Relationship is created by us. Suddenly, one old couple staying somewhere very far, suddenly they became grandparents without doing anything. Child is born to you, they became promoted, they got promotion. Then so many relationships took birth. Uncle, auntie, cousins, this, that. These are our imagination. These are not given birth by God. No. So I am very fond of giving the example. Put yourself in the center. I am there, my parents. And if you are a householder, you get married and have children, so you have children. You have a wife or a husband. Then you have a grandparent, then your uncle, auntie, maternal uncle, maternal aunt, so many. Who are these people? Who are these people to you? They are your relatives. In relation to you, they are that. The old lady was old lady. As soon as you are born, she became grandmother. In relation to you, she remains the same person. Till now she was mother. As soon as you are born, she became grandmother. How she became grandmother? One imagination in the society, a relationship, a name is given, so they are all relatives. Relative has another meaning. In relation to you, they are what they are. Absolute is only yourself. They are all relatives. Because with relation to you, they are what they are. Two classes before or 2 Sundays before, I told about one song and I told I don't remember the line. Tulsidas writes in that song that all these relations are because of this body. May all my relations get cut and all relations joined together becomes a bigger rope, and let that rope get hooked with you. We spend time as grandson, granddaughter, or son, or daughter, or husband, or a wife. One name. Relation, relative existence we always talk about and live about. Never thought about the person in relation to whom these all relations exist. And that is yourself. This yourself is in this world only maximum 15 to 16 hours a day. Correct? When you sleep, this world doesn't exist. So out of 24 hours, 16 hours if you are in waking state, you live in this world. You worry about it, you enjoy everything you do. Whether you suffer or enjoy, both makes you tired. And you want to give up this relative world. Even this body becomes a burden to you. So what do? Tired, you go and throw yourself in the bed and you enter into deep sleep. Absolutely unaware about this world. As if we don't have of this world. These are beautiful. These are the small things. Why do I say? These are important to understand eventually the final truth. When you are in deep sleep, what happens to this world? You say nothing happens. I go to sleep, this world remains as it is. This world may remain as it is. When you are in deep sleep, not that this world doesn't exist or there is absence of this world. There is no concept of presence or absence of this world in your deep sleep. Our forefathers, the rishis, they thought from this point of view. The specks are here, correct? They are here. Now, the specks are not here. So there is absence of specks is there. Either there is a presence of specks or absence of specks. But to have absence or presence, the concept of specks has to be there. Then only we can say it is not there. For example, one person did not come today. So if I remember them, him or her, I can say, oh, she has not come today. If she is there, I can say, yes, she has come today. But to consider her presence or absence, concept of her must be there in my mind. Otherwise, how to consider presence or absence? In deep sleep, there is no concept of this world. You don't remember at all. In deep sleep. Not that the world I don't remember. Which world? I don't know. That's why in Vivekachudamani, when Guru gives teaching to the disciple who is ready to get the knowledge, Guru says, Tattvamasi, you are that soul. And the disciple realizes, Aham Brahmasmi, yes, I am that Brahman. From poetic point of view, the disciple says, but Gurudev, where is that beautiful world which I used to live in? Where it has gone? It's a way of telling. But in truth, all of us have the same experience that in our deep sleep, we do not remember the presence or absence of this world. It is totally negated. It is totally out. Where it is told that God is the form of bliss, Ananda Swarupa, Chit Ghana Swarupa, all these words are there in our scriptures. Eternal happiness, unending happiness, uninterrupted happiness. So every religion, according to their legends and stories and teachings and all that, they imagine that eternal happiness, how that eternal happiness will be. In Semitic religions, on the day of judgment it will be decided, go to eternal heaven or permanent hell. In Hinduism, the concept of hell and heaven is not eternal or permanent. She did so much shopping that she has some positive points. So she has to enjoy positive points, correct? And he, while driving, did so many offense that his 24 points are cut. He is in minus and she is in plus. So what will happen? She enjoys these 100 points. Correct? Can buy few things or whatever. That's the concept of heaven. But as soon as your 100 points are over, you become as ordinary as me. You start with 0 again. And he has a negative points. Without any offense, he again appears for exam and starts driving with 0 points again. Heaven and hell in Hinduism is neither eternal nor permanent. It's a reward and punishment system. Hinduism, heaven is a reward. But you can very well say, no, I don't want. We do many times, correct? When you go to, earlier I used to do, now I don't do. When you go and buy something from NTUC and all that, they used to give some small stickers. And then I found, if you collect 24 stickers, they give you something. All these schemes they have always. Then I found when you come out of, some old ladies are moving around and they ask for those stickers. So you gave him one, gave her one, I gave her one, she gave 2, she gave 5. Eventually, end of the day, she collects 50, 60 stickers, which means this many dollars. Why this example I am giving is, I do not want reward. I do not want reward. It is up to you to enjoy the reward or not. Those who do good work and accumulate punya karma, you are bound to go to heaven and enjoy something. If you are a man of renunciation and say, I do good work as a service to God, I do not want any punya karma, I do not want any reward, then only that karma becomes a source of liberation for you, otherwise not. Holy Mother Sarada Devi went to Allahabad, Prayagraj. So there are priests whom we call pandas. So one panda, one priest, took the whole group after the bath, do some rituals and prayers and all that. So mother gave a basket full of fruits to the priest and told, please accept these fruits and please also keep the fruits of these fruits. This is true, the Holy Mother said that. You accept these fruits and please keep with you the fruits of these fruits also, That means by giving you the fruits, I got some merit, that merit also you keep. I want to be free from merit and demerit both. This is the path of liberation. That is the essence of Karma Yoga which Swami Vivekananda talks about. You keep on doing good work. Don't expect any result. I kept on helping you. You see, last so many months I am helping. She never even told thank you to me because I was expecting thank you. That is not good. You wanted a reward. If you want a reward, it is not nishkama karma. It is not selfless action. It is sakama karma. It is karma with desire. Maybe small desire, appreciation, small token. Keep on doing good. Beautiful concept Swami Vivekananda gives is doing good for the sake of good. Because it is good to do good. That's why I am doing good. Not by doing good I want some reward. I want some punya karma. No. In that reference, it is said, Indra is a big god. Indra, Chandra, Varuna. Indra is a king of heaven. But a human being could be greater than him. Why? Indra accumulated so much punya karma that he became even king of heaven. But the Indra is afraid of those people who do not even want that. And when his punya karma will be over and he wants to enjoy, which according to the stories he wants to enjoy. And if you are a man of renunciation, you are greater than Indra because Indra wants to enjoy. You do not want to enjoy. If I want to enjoy, why to die and go to heaven and enjoy? I rather enjoy here. Correct? Here itself you do not want to enjoy. Why you go to heaven all the way and to enjoy? Beautiful definition is there. Sometimes, if I remember, I will tell. The eligibility criteria. Who is eligible to lead spiritual life? Adhikari, the person who is eligible to lead spiritual life or eligible to study the scriptures, Vedanta. A long definition, we all memorized it in our early days. In that it is there. One who do not want to enjoy here or hereafter. Sri Ramakrishna, in his very simple way, he says, Mother, I do not want anything. All that is good, all that is bad, keep with you. Give me only pure devotion. I do not want anything else. Because everything will bind you. If you have so many positive points, you are going to enjoy. You again go, buy, eat, suffer. Those who do not want, they just don't want neither merit or demerit. They just want to be free. And that's your choice. So in Hinduism, heaven and hell is a reward or punishment. It is not the final destination of a seeker. Final destination is liberation, salvation, mukti, moksha. What is that? To be free from these two. Why to go roundabout? Again I have to come back. So truth has to be kept in our mind. So Krishna told what to do. What is the practice? How to advance towards. Many different ways are told. Here is another way. What you should do? Nirdvandvo bhava. There are so many pairs of opposites. This is the technical word, pairs of opposite. What is pair? Pair is two. Correct? A pair of shoes, a pair of hands, whatever. So this pair, sukha and dukkha, happiness and misery is one pair. Either you are happy or you are unhappy. But who is superior? Who doesn't care for happiness and unhappiness. He is free from that. They are only happy. If you are happy, a day will come when you will be unhappy. If you do not want to be unhappy, renounce happiness also. Then only you will be free from happiness and unhappiness. Then what will remain with you is your own real nature happiness. I will give you here and there statement, you compose a concept from that. Swami Vivekananda's brother, Mahendranath Datta, he wrote in one place, none of us know actually what is good health. We don't have any disease, so we think that is good health. No. He writes there, our health used to be so good that we used to forget that we have a body. Very significant statement. Why we feel we are healthy? Now you are not unhealthy, but health up to that extent healthy, health up to that extent that you completely forget that you have a body. The body doesn't remind you by a little gas and pressure and blood pressure and headache and this and that. This reminder, body will say, hey, you are what me am. He is completely above this. So idea is nirdvandvo bhava. Be free from these pairs of dualities. How to be free? Either it is hot or it is cold. How to be free from that? That's why the machine name is given air condition. What is the condition? You don't feel hot, you don't feel cold. If it is very cold, you say, very chilly, cannot sit. If it is hot also, you say cannot sit. So you keep a temperature where you are free from this concept of hot and cold. You don't even remember to wipe your face because of heat or cover your face because of cold. You don't need to do anything, just be comfortable. Nirdvandvo bhava. Though this example which I gave is to understand, the meaning is this: you become that conditioned person who doesn't care for heat and cold. In a way, the heat and cold doesn't disturb you. The fact remains the same. You take the fact in that way that it doesn't disturb you. Again, all examples are to prove one aspect of the concept. It's not full. Petrol prices went up. Everybody started shouting, oh, petrol prices are so high. Earlier I used to put in this much money, 10 liters, now only 8 liters. Petrol prices are going high. So one gentleman says, by your crying, petrol prices are not going to come down. So he says, I don't go to the petrol pump and say, please give me 8 liters or 10 liters. Then price, I will see it has become more or less. I tell them, here is $50, put petrol. I won't spend more than $50. So this difference in quantity, I do not know. You take the fact in this way that every time, otherwise people keep on cursing. You waste your time in cursing. Cursing everybody. Why Russia attacked Ukraine? That also is your problem. Oh, why government raised it? Government also is your problem. You are shouting, you are crying, you are lamenting. It's not going to solve your problem. You take the world in such a way that world stop disturbing you. People cry because of something big happened to their life. One lady started crying, telling, my father is on the deathbed. So I said, it is really sad. But truth is what? Everybody has to go one day. I'm not telling you should not be emotional. But being emotional is not the solution. Being knowledgeable is the solution. I'm not telling you should not feel the pain of your father. You feel, then you serve him. But your continuous crying is not going to improve his health. This detachment is a beautiful word. With so many of you individually, I must have talked sometimes. Attachment and detachment seems to be opposite words, correct? No. Attachment is one side. What is the opposite of attachment? It is not detachment. Aversion or hatred. I am attached to this, means I cannot leave this. Opposite is I hate it, aversion, I don't want it, I don't want to come close to it. What is detachment? Detachment is the right attitude. You are not affected by its presence or absence. You are neither attached nor you hate it. Detachment is the correct state of mind. With detachment you can serve better. You are hospitalized with whatever disease. How the nurse serve you or a doctor will serve you? With detachment. Tomorrow you die and go away, nurse is not going to cry. You are going to improve, completely healthy, she is not going to celebrate even. With detachment only they can serve. That's why when relatives come and start crying, they say, okay, take her out. Attachment is not helpful, take her out. Attachment and aversion are never helpful. It is the element of detachment which will make you better. If you want to serve someone, be detached. If you love someone, be detached. Love seems to look like attachment. No. Love and attachment are poles apart. Look same, as if the result also is same. No. Attachment is because of your clinging. Love is not clinging. Sri Ramakrishna has beautiful expression. When that emotion, what you call love, is directed towards one person, it's called attachment. And when it is diverted toward everybody else, then only it is love. If you are a person who can love, you love everyone. When you love one person, you love that person as something. When you love everybody, there is no relation. Correct? You do out of love. You serve out of love. But when the love becomes particularized, then it becomes a relationship. Let's say many times, expression of this kind you will find when disciples of Sri Ramakrishna started coming to Sri Ramakrishna. All of them expressed this only. After coming to Sri Ramakrishna, only we could know what love is. Remaining is all attachment. My son, mother is clinging to the son. Love is what? For your welfare I am here. I can do your welfare by loving you or scolding you. Correct? If doctor loves you, doctor cannot give you any injection. How to give pain? To whom I love. So doctor is detached. Keep quiet, look that side and give injection. Because the doctor loves all the patients equally. Love is very pure. We need to see, many times we like to say that meditation is not always on God. There are varieties of meditation. Try to catch the time. Try to catch the moment. Try to catch that moment which you call presence. Looking at the clock or a watch, you can be in deep meditation. It's not you are meditating on the watch or a clock. You are meditating on the time. The second needle goes like this. You want to catch the time, you cannot. It always slips away from your hand. To catch that moment and be in that presence. What you call present, by the time the word present finishes, the present becomes past. And to be aware that every second is taken away from my life. There is a beautiful story, if we have little time. We will connect it with philosophy later. First, just hear the story. A man was walking in the forest, suddenly slipped and fell down in a well. Well was covered with bushes and all that, so poor man doesn't know. So when he was falling, whatever came in his hand, he held. So it was a creeper. So he started dangling and hanging over the wall, over the well, with the help of this creeper. He looked down. He found so many snakes. He looked up. He saw the tiger standing there, and he is hanging with a creeper. Then he suddenly saw two rats came there, a black one and the white one, and are cutting the creeper. It's a matter of time that they will finish off. Either you climb faster and go up, then tiger is there. If they cut the creeper, you fall and there are snakes to bite you and kill you. But that is not enough. Then suddenly something fell here. So hold the creeper and say, oh, it is honey. So he looked back, a big honeycomb and honey is dripping. So he is looking behind that and trying to catch the drops of honey. Forgetting, few moments are left. Either snakes will kill me or tiger will kill me. But he is interested in this few drops of honey which is falling. That is our condition. Somehow we are in this world. You don't blame your parents for that. You are in this world. Today I was coming out from my room to my office. So I stood near the window. 3 boys were talking. Very serious. You ask to your father-in-law, you ask to your mother-in-law, if you cannot look after, why they give birth to you? They are suffering, want of parents. They love their parents, but parents are not around. So one serious boy, he is going to be in express train, he is telling to the other boy that go and ask to all this question. They can't look after you. That's why you are here. We are in this world. Why? We don't know. We have to live. You can't commit suicide. So you live. You live also problem because to live you need to work hard, you need money, you need to survive. You don't have any other go. If you do something, there is a tiger, that means hard work is expecting. If you don't do anything, you commit suicide by eaten away by the snakes. And a black and a white rat are cutting the creeper. Creeper is what? Creeper is your life which you are holding on to. And a day and night are these 2 rats who are reducing one day after another, a day, a night, a day, a night, a day, a night. Your life is becoming shorter and shorter and shorter. In that, little happiness you want to find somewhere, forgetting that I am going to die. some happiness somewhere. You will find that's why. Little appreciation from somebody, you will be so happy. It happens so. For children, okay. Adults do, it looks like childish. I remember I asked one education inspector, why you make children so weak? She did something good, put a star. Very good, you this time very good, put a star. Now she is expecting stars every day. But her work, if it is not good enough, she doesn't get a star. And for doing a small good thing, you start appreciating. So appreciation becomes a habit, not the hard work becomes a habit. Always, not always. So the inspector nicely told, and that was a good lesson for me also. He says, Swami, tell me one thing. Don't you like appreciation? If you come and tell me, oh, Swamiji, you sing so well, or Swamiji, you speak so well, or Swamiji, you do so well. I said, no, at this point of time, I don't care whether you appreciate or not. But we are, I don't know what is the English word for it. We are hankering for this drop of happiness. Somehow must get little happiness from somewhere. If my life depends on your appreciation, it will be the most miserable life. If my life depends on my happiness within me, there is eternal, there is unending happiness within me. I don't need to worry about your happiness, your appreciation. Our happiness is what? Our happiness is as if I have deposited my happiness with you all. What with you all means? You deposit with your friends and families and all that. These are the complaints people tell. You know, so many messages, I send no reply. If you send a reply to him or her with your grace, then he or she is happy. I say, this is a miserable life. If my happiness depends on your sending a message to me, and if you don't send message to me, my life is miserable. Our happiness cannot depend on others. Then you can never be happy. It happens in relationship. It happens in society. It happens everywhere. Your expectation from a person, if he or she behaves accordingly, you are happy. How much chances are there for you to be happy? It depends on his or her will to behave nice or not nice to you. No. If you are nice to me, good. If you are not nice to me, God bless you. My happiness doesn't depend on your approval. That doesn't make me harsh or bitter towards you, no. But an element of detachment is there which is required. So this element of detachment is in following these two, nirdvandvo, good behavior and bad behavior. Be detached. You don't become bad to them because you are potentially good person. Make yourself that. Keep on giving good things to people, good thoughts, good smile, good advice. Whichever way, nothing negative comes out. Somebody went and told to Swami Shivanandaji, Maharaj, please bless me. Shivanandaji smiled and told, we don't have curse. We don't keep curses with us. Whatever comes is blessings only. No need to ask blessings for that. That stage has to come in our life. Whatever comes out of you will never be negative to the people. That's why many times we say, don't create karma by hurting or harming people. If you can help somebody, serve somebody, good. If you cannot, at least don't harm them. But when you become the repository of positivity, then whatever you do will be positive. When Swami was sent to America in 1930s, he told, I myself do not know anything. Why you are sending me to America? What I will teach to people? Great Swami, of course. Swami Ashokanandaji. Many of you may have read about him. Mahapurush Maharaj told him, you just go. Whatever will come out of your lips will be blessings for them. That was the character of Swami Ashokananda. You don't need to teach people, just be there. Just be there and live your life. People do not know what is an ideal human life. You live that life. You don't need to teach people. Then that's all. Such a great man, apparently there is no suffering for him. Even physical suffering becomes positive for him. I have seen some very senior Swamis in their 80s and 90s. Of course, bodies has some kind of diseases. Completely peaceful. Swamiji, how are you? I am fine. No, but doctor say you have this problem. The doctor knows and gives medicine. I take medicine and take Thakur's name. I am fine. Mahapurush Maharaj was paralyzed. He was asked, Swamiji, how are you? If you are talking about me, I am happy because I am Sri Ramakrishna's child. If you are asking about this body, better ask the doctor because he knows better than me. Look at the attitude towards illnesses. Look at the attitude towards your own body. We have seen Swamis of our era who led this life. Terrible pain. Doctor comes and says, how he is forbearing this pain, we have no idea. Excruciating pain it must be. But he never complains. We can give me. We say, no, this medicine seems to be a little better, you give me. That means painkiller. Mahapurush Maharaj says again, we were in Varanasi. At that time, medical condition, 100 years before, it was not good. Tooth pain, terrible tooth pain. The old, either put the alum or put a clove. These were the medicines. Painkiller were not invented at that time. Nights after nights they suffer without sleep because of tooth pain. Now do we do anything? Tooth pain? Take ibuprofen, within 10 minutes pain out. But they have lived the life with those pains but still keeping mind focused in God. We'll see next. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.